July 26th on this day, in 657, the Battle of Siffin occurred beside the Euphrates River during the First Muslim Civil War, known as the First Fitna. The conflict was fought between Ali ibn Abi Talib, the fourth caliph, and Muawiyah I, the governor of Syria, marking a pivotal moment in early Islamic history. In 1519, Spanish conquistador Francisco Pizarro received a royal charter from the Spanish crown, granting him the right to explore and claim land along the west coast of South America. This marked the beginning of Spanish campaigns that would dramatically reshape the region. In 1533, Francisco Pizarro ordered the execution of Atahualpa, the last Sapa Inca emperor. With only about 200 Spanish conquistadors, Pizarro's forces brought down an empire of approximately 10 million people, ending the Inca civilization in Peru. In 1775, the United States Postal Service was established by the Second Continental Congress. Benjamin Franklin was appointed as the first Postmaster General, establishing a system that would become vital for communication in the new nation. In 1797, John Quincy Adams, who would later become President of the United States, married Louisa Johnson at All Hallows Barking Parish in London. This international union was notable among American political families of the era. In 1803, the Surrey Iron Railway opened in South London. Often considered the world's first public railway, it marked a key milestone in the history of transportation and the Industrial Revolution. In 1847, the country of Liberia was founded in West Africa. Established primarily by freed slaves from the United States, Liberia adopted a constitution modeled after that of the United States. The capital city, Monrovia, was named after James Monroe, the fifth President of the United States. In 1849, John Abbott, who would later become Prime Minister of Canada, married Mary Bethune at her parents' home. This matrimonial event preceded his significant political contributions to Canadian history. In 1882, composer Richard Wagner's opera Parsifal premiered in Bayreuth, Germany. The performance showcased Wagner's innovative musical style and became a landmark in operatic history. In 1894, English writer Aldous Huxley was born in Godalming, Surrey. He would become known for his critical views of 20th century politics and technology, most notably expressed in his influential novel Brave New World. In 1895, physicist and chemist Maria Sklodowska married physicist Pierre Curie in Sceaux, France. Their partnership would lead to groundbreaking research in radioactivity and contributions to modern science. In 1896, Vitascope Hall, the first permanent for-profit movie theater, opened in New Orleans. This venue marked a turning point in the development of modern cinema and public entertainment. In 1908, United States Attorney General Charles Joseph Bonaparte ordered the immediate staffing of the Office of the Chief Examiner. This office would later be renamed the Federal Bureau of Investigation, or FBI, laying the foundation for the nation's premier federal investigative agency. In 1943, Los Angeles experienced its first major incident of smog as a thick, hellish cloud descended on the city, reducing visibility to 3 blocks. The event highlighted the dangers of air pollution, later attributed largely to vehicular exhaust. In 1945, the Potsdam Declaration was issued by the United States, Britain, and China. This proclamation demanded the unconditional surrender of Japan during World War II, outlining the terms for ending the conflict in the Pacific. In 1948, President Harry S. Truman signed Executive Order 9981, which abolished racial segregation in the United States military. This order marked a crucial step toward civil rights and equality in the armed forces. In 1953, Fidel Castro led a failed attack on the Moncada barracks in Santiago de Cuba, seeking to ignite a revolution against Fulgencio Batista's regime. Although unsuccessful, the event inspired the founding of the 26th of July movement, which would eventually lead to the Cuban Revolution. In 1956, the Italian passenger liner Andrea Doria sank after colliding with the Stockholm off the coast of Nantucket in the Atlantic Ocean. The maritime disaster resulted in the deaths of 51 people and became one of the most well-known shipwrecks of the 20th century. In 1963, SYNCOM-2, the world's first geosynchronous communications satellite, was launched as part of NASA's SYNCOM program. This technological breakthrough enabled the first transmission of television signals from a geosynchronous satellite, revolutionizing global communications. In 1965, the Republic of Maldives gained independence from Britain after 78 years of colonial rule. This event marked the end of British influence and the beginning of self-governance for the island nation in the Indian Ocean. In 1971, American photographer Diane Arbus, known for her compelling and sometimes unsettling portraits of people living on the fringes of society, died at age 48. Her work remains influential in the world of photography and art. In 1984, Montreal Expos infielder Pete Rose tied Ty Cobb's record by hitting his 3,502nd career single, marking a significant milestone in Major League Baseball history. In 1990, the Americans with Disabilities Act was signed into law by President George Herbert Walker Bush. This landmark legislation provided civil rights protections to individuals with physical and mental disabilities, ensuring equal opportunities in public accommodations, employment, transportation, government services, and telecommunications. In 2004, following an explosion of violence in the Darfur region, the European Union called on the United Nations to institute economic sanctions against Sudan, drawing global attention to the humanitarian crisis. In 2016, at the Democratic National Convention, Hillary Clinton was officially nominated for president, becoming the first woman to lead the presidential ticket of a major political party in the United States. In 2020, American actress Olivia de Havilland, who won Academy Awards for her roles in To Each His Own and The Heiress, passed away at age 104. She was recognized as one of the last living stars from Hollywood's golden age.
Subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's events.